guys, welcome to another interesting edition of Home Truth Nigeria. Another Q&A about Nigerian Men, episode 20. So without wasting time, let us go straight to the questions. Now, a lady asks, I think my future guy is part of the 20% who is okay with kids. I hope he isn't desperate. Yes, I really hope this is the case for you, that your guy is among the Nigerian men who don't have a problem with kids. But again, you said something about hope he's not desperate. Have you tried to test desperation? Have you tried to, like, basically ask yourself critical questions? Questions like, why is he with you? Questions like if he is there for something, probably to benefit something from you. Have you asked yourself, if in case you're older than this guy, why does he want to be with you and they're younger Nigerian men? Because sometimes a lot of people think they are the exception to all the bad things happening, and they think that it is God's plan, God's work, or good luck to them. Because the beginning of most of this phase, they're very, very sweet and interesting. But then when there's a little flip to the next page, you see horror and stuff. And that's why it's very good to ask critical questions, to test desperation. It's also important, in your process of testing desperation, to understand the situation of the man. You need to understand, is this man in Nigeria and he's trying to come into your country because he just wants to leave Nigeria? You also need to understand, if the man is in your country, you need to understand his status, his papers, his status. Is he allowed to be in your country? Are his documents complete to live in your country legally? Or is looking for a woman to get married to so that he could have complete documents? You need to understand the situation of this guy. You need to understand him. When you start analyzing this, you by asking yourself critical questions, self-critical questions, and then analyzing his situation, then you would have clues if he is desperate or not. Another lady asked, she was talking about, the younger ones are picky because they are not stable and financially enough financially stable. This is not true. I'll tell you, in fact, the younger ones are known to make more mistakes in terms of selecting a partner than the mature rich ones, because a lot of times the younger ones without experience, they bring women they love back home or to meet their family. And it is their family who would sit them down and say, no, you can't be with this lady because of this, because of that, and because of this. And over time, when the pressure is too much, he would give in to the request of his parents, and then he would end the whole thing. The younger ones do that. On the contrary, the rich ones are very, very, very careful. They're very careful when they want to get married, especially when you have a child. They may think there is a possibility that you could want to maybe do away with them or divorce them so that you and your child could inherit his wealth or whatever money he's acquired. And that's the truth. So the rich ones are very, very careful, more careful and picky than the younger ones. Also, if you look at the background of the rich ones, if you look at the background, most times, not all, but most times, you see that a lot of them have been married before, they've got kids, they've got family. So they just add you to their collection. So with this, they don't care if you've got kids because they have kids too. So they look at you like, okay, you understand, you fit my profile, let's roll. And that's the truth. Another lady commented, I've never met a Nigerian man that is willing to be a stepfather. The mindset for their reasons are terrible. So this is her truth. And I totally believe she's saying this because of the experiences she's had with Nigerians. However, there are a lot of Nigerians who are willing to be stepdads. I said this, probably out of 10, two would be okay with that. But the question is, how realistic are you with the Nigerian men you're meeting? Because that is one problem I have with most Western women. How realistic are you? Because Nigerian men are not stupid. They are not stupid. A Nigerian man, I've always said this before, when we are picking a woman, we're looking at a woman that would also complement us. Or what I use, or the term we use in Nigeria, presentable. When I say presentable, you're looking for a woman that fits what the society calls a standard woman, a woman that would draw respect to us. And that is the truth. Nigerian men know this. So if you are not realistic with the choice of your Nigerian men, you would always get disappointed. And that's why I say pick men within your profile. If you're a single mom, at best, your first choice should be mature men and single parents. There could be mature men who don't have kids, but they're very mature and they understand this could happen. Don't go and look for men because you think, oh, he's nice, he looks good, he'll be good on bed. He will disappoint you. Look for mature men. The mature men you might be looking at, they may have pot belly, no six pack, no bicep, but they're very mature mind and they would give you happiness more than these guys you're chasing because of muscles and six pack and huge mandingo. That's the truth. So you have to be very realistic with yourself. If you're realistic with yourself, you will save yourself a great deal. And that's the point why you should look for men that are mature. Mature men, sometimes they won't have the look like the younger ones, but they would give you happiness and they would, build a family with you. A lady commented, "These standards are so ridiculous to me. She being a Nigerian American, the son of her dad passed away. So with this, I will first of all say I'm very sorry for the passing of your son's father. But in response to your comment, I wouldn't say it's ridiculous because the truth is, an average Nigerian man you meet is bound by culture or tradition or religion. There are cultures in Nigeria that says the man would only get married to a virgin, and if after marriage they consummate the marriage and they discover that the lady is not a virgin, the man's family would take the lady back to her parents. So these men from this culture, already having a child, you're disqualified from them. Or do we talk about what we call the Sharo festival that happens in the northern part of Nigeria? For those of you who don't know what the Sharo festival is, watch this video.
Welcome to the Sharo Festival in northern Nigeria, where young boys performs the rite of passage into manhood. During this ceremony, anyone who is ready to become a man and qualified to take in a wife will undergo flogging that might actually leave scars in their body. If he endures to the end, he has transited into manhood.
So it's so ridiculous. Now imagine if probably these guys from this culture, they believe they have to go through series of flogging before they pick a partner. So probably no man has been flogged. They haven't flogged any man for you yet. So what if you're meeting men, with this kind of culture of belief? To them it's a no for you because they know they must be flogged before they get a partner. And most of these women they are flogged for, they're virgins, and that's the truth. So most of them are bound by culture and tradition, and this culture and tradition or religion, it doesn't leave them even if they're far away from their home. You can take them away from their home, but you can't take home away from them. And that's the truth. And you need to understand this. And that's why I always say, when you're dealing with a Nigerian man, you need to talk, because the kind of Nigerian man you end up with is dependent on you, not the man, you in question. And just like as she said, there is a Nigerian man for every woman. But the truth is, you need to be realistic and find a man who actually fits your profile. And case closed. A lady asks, you mentioned many times, if the father is alive, my children's father is no longer alive. It seems as if the odds are stacked against me. Yeah, well, if you notice in my video, I was saying if the father is alive and alive. The truth is, if you ask some men to choose what kind of single mother they want to be with, they want to be with a single mother whose baby father i- is not, or ex-husband or father to the kid is not around physically around them. The truth is, most of them could feel like another man is coming to interfere with the family. A friend of mine dated a single mother whose baby father had to come every Saturday, spend hours, pick the boy. And most Sundays, the lady she's dating would take the little toddler to the father. And when she goes there, she spends hours because the boy is a toddler, doesn't want to leave the boy with the father alone. It was a huge concern for him. And because of that, he didn't want to continue with the relationship. A lot also think that so long as the father is still there, he's going to play a part in your life, either through calls, appointments, meeting, and maybe a spark. Old flames could be reignited. A lot think about this, so a lot don't want to take chances. Additionally, a lot don't want to use their hard-earned money to train another man's child, especially when the father, probably the dad is alive and a deadbeat and is not contributing to the welfare of the child. A lot don't want to do that. So that's why I was always using the term single when the father is alive. It's totally different if the father is no more. If the father is no more, a lot may consider that okay, there's no interference from another man. So I could actually take this lady and the child, we could build a family and stay close knitted. Nobody would even know that I'm not the original father, a biological father, as the case may be, because a lot are looking for this family structure. But when there's always this constant interference with a man coming in and out because he has a child, a lot would, think twice about it. But nonetheless, there are men for every woman. That's for sure. And the final question is: I'm 53 with two teens and been together for 9 months. So listen. If those of you who've been following my channel, I would always tell you this is a scam. This is a huge scam. Now, there are two simple ways to also discover that you've been scammed when you're in an online relationship. One, if within a short period of time, the family of the guy you're supposedly in a relationship with, they start interfering, giving you ideas, trying to make you feel like they've accepted you and you guys should get married. Run, it's a scam. A second way to find out also is if they start replacing your fears. Now, a lot of you are very realistic to the point that, okay, this guy is young, he hasn't had kids, I've had kids, and I can't give him kids. Won't he leave me? The next thing, the family tells you, oh, it's not a problem, you guys can adopt. The moment they start replacing your fears or substituting it with something else, run, it's a scam. They're grooming you. So, with these guys, I would like to say thank you. Please, you can send me your questions, your stories. If you need my advice on Home Truth Nigeria, hometruth86 at gmail.com. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.